Welcome to JWent815. Today we're going to be doing a craps tutorial. Basically, we want to give you a basic understanding of what you're seeing when you walk up to the craps table. Craps can be one of the most complicated games in the casino. So with that, we're hoping that we can give you a basic understanding of what's going on. That way, the next time you make the trip out, you can hopefully jump in on the fun and make a little bit of money. So for starters, I'm going to do a rundown of what all is going on here on the board. People usually bet on one or two things when they first walk up to the table. One being the pass line, the other being the don't pass. The pass line, for starters, the very first roll, there's a couple outcomes that can happen. If you roll a 2, 3, or 12, you're going to lose your bet. If you roll a 7 or 11, you will get paid. These odds pay even money. The other bet to make is the don't pass. The don't pass is pretty much the opposite. If you hit a 7 or 11, you're going to lose your bet. And if you hit a 2, 3, you're going to win your bet. And a 12 is actually going to push. So the two things that you're betting on here, if you're playing the pass line, you're betting with the shooter, meaning that you're believing that they can hit their number 2 times before hitting a 7. If you're playing the don't pass, once the first number's been rolled and it's not a 2, 3, 12, 7, or 11, you're betting that they will roll a 7 or crap out before hitting their number again. Other than that, we've got a couple other things going on here. We have all the numbers that you can bet on, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. When you play 6 or 8, you are going to be playing in increments of $6. Every $6 you bet will pay you $7 on the number. Then you have 5 and 9. You bet on in increments of $5 on these two numbers, and $5 pays you $7. And then last but not least, you have the 4 and 10. You will bet $5 in increments of $5 on these two numbers as well, and it pays you $9 for every $5 that is bet. Other than that, we have the come, which means that you can basically start a new roll within a roll. So if a roll's already going, the puck is on, you can jump on the shooter, and whatever number he rolls would be the number that you're going for before he craps out. And then basically the exact opposite would be the don't come, which basically, it's right here. Don't come is the exact opposite, where you would be betting against whatever number he would roll. And then we have the field bet, pretty self-explanatory here, 3, 4, 9, 10, and 11, 2 and 12 paying double, so 2 to 1 if you hit 2 or 12. This is a one-time roll, so you walk up to the table, you can bet it at any time, but the roll, it's only one outcome, so whatever that guy rolls on the time you place the bet is when you're going to get paid or not paid. And then the 6 and 8, don't ever play this. It is basically the same thing as 6 and 8 here, only you get paid 1-to-1 odds if it's hit, so every $5 makes you $5, where here you have to bet $6 and that makes you 7. So you have better odds playing this than you do this. So I don't know why the casino puts it there, basically just make some money off of you. Don't ever play this. Don't touch it, don't look at it, don't play it. And then over here we have the hard ways. This is a bet that will last all the way throughout the roll. The only outcomes that can happen are if, let's say that you were betting on 10 hard way, you're going to get paid 8 to 1 if they roll 5 and 5. If they roll 7, it's over, and if they roll a 10 any other way, a soft way basically, 6-4, you would lose the bet. So the only way you can hit it is if they hit the hard ways of 10, 5 to 5. Same goes for every other number that's on there. So with that, we're gonna do just a mock roll here and kind of show you what things would look like and just talk about it as it's happening, just to give you a better understanding of what it looks like. So let's pretend that we have $5 on the pass line here. This means that we're betting with the shooter. So when the puck is off, you see this, that means that a new roll has not started yet. Something is just beginning here. So we're going to start a roll. First number is 7. So since we're on the pass line, 7 or 11 gets paid. So $5 makes $5 on the pass line. So if you're betting with the shooter, you're actually off to a good start here on this first roll. Now this doesn't get lit up because 7 or 11 was hit, meaning the game doesn't really get started because it's the first, what they call the come out roll. So next roll here is a 5. That means the 5 will now get lit up and the game is now going. Now there's a couple of things that you can do. You can obviously play the field bet, which is a one-time bet, or you can play some of these numbers up here, and also you can take odds behind your original pass line bet. So to keep things simple, we're not going to take odds. We'll make that a different video to explain because it's pretty complicated. But we'll take a couple other numbers here just to make things interesting. The 6 or 8, you must bet in increments of $6. So we'll take $6 on the 6, we'll take $6 on the 8, we'll take 5 on the 9, and we'll do 5 on the 10 as well. So let's review these odds again. 6 makes you 7, 6 makes you 7 on the 8, 5 makes you 7 on the 9, and 5 makes you 9 on the 10. So now we're going to take another roll. We hit 5. So we hit our number here. We're going to go ahead and we'll make the $5. This now goes off, and the person is now basically on their second roll. Many casinos you'll see a fire bet, and a fire bet chip would now be put on the 5 because they have now hit the 5 in one of their turns, and now the game basically is kind of reset. You can kind of think of it. It's not over, but it's being reset for roll number 2. So the second round of rolls, shooter gets the dice back, shoots them, 7. Good deal. So he gets paid $5 on his pass line bet, and we start back over again. So roll again, 3. That is his $5 is taken because it was a 2, 3, or 12, and so now he's going to put $5 back on the pass line and start over here. 8. So now the game gets going. They light up the 8. If you had your $8 or your $6 on the 8 here, it would not be working, and they would give it back to you and probably ask you if you'd like to move it. We'll say yes, we want to move it to the 5. They'll place the $5 on the 5 and give you back the $1 chip, and now you're going again. 12. Nothing's going to happen here because you're betting on the 5, 6, 9, and 10. 12 would only get paid on the field bet, which we're not playing. 11, again, nothing's going to happen here. 11's a field number and not a number that we're playing. 6, hard 6. So we have $6 on the 6. That's going to pay us $7, like that. And then we'll roll again. 5. We have $5 on the 5. That's going to pay us $7. So now let's talk about a couple of the things that could end the game. Well, a 7. A 7 would end the game. It would wipe all of this off the board, and then we'd be done with that round, and the dice would move to the next person. But basically, any other number keeps the game going. An 8 would like reset the game, and the game would continue to roll with that person. 4, since we're not playing the 4, nothing happens. 6. We have $6 on the 6. That pays us 7. Continue. 8. All right, now that resets the game. So we get $5 on our pass line bet, and now this puck goes back to off, and these stay the same. They stay there. Typically, they will be called not working, meaning they're not in play. If you wanted to play these on the next come out roll, you'd have to tell that to the casino person, and they would let those be in play. So this kind of gives you a basic understanding. To be honest, this was a really good roll if you're playing on the pass line with the shooter. But this gives you a basic understanding of what the odds look like and what you can, the different ways you can play when you go to the casino. So have fun, leave us a comment, shoot us a message, and we'll be happy to answer anything that you have.